Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
So, Milika, you've been working for us for how long?
Oh, it's 6 months now.
How you feel?
Yeah, I'm enjoy it. Yeah.
I enjoy it. So, what do you enjoy most about working in your current position?
Oh, I'm enjoying working with friendly staff and the briefing shift. For myself, I found it easier to work, to follow. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your personal objectives for the next 12 months?
I would like to improve my communication skills first, and I want to attempt to know everything about the property, and yes.
Great. So, what are your long-term career objectives?
On my long term, I would like to become a general manager.
Wow, that's big. It's gonna take you a while, you know that, right?
Yes.
So what further training you would like to receive to develop yourself?
Oh, at the moment, I'm seeking for leadership training.
Let's get right into it. So, job knowledge what? You said here that I can see that you are able to do your job as required,
Yes.
but sometimes you need assistance frequently. Why is that?
To be honest, I'm used to work in function and event and they just put me work at the restaurant recently, and in the restaurant they require a little bit more about the knowledge about the food and wine to be able to comment for the guests. And I'm just started for 2 weeks, and they didn't give me any training, so I'm a bit behind everyone.
Yeah, that's understandable. So I can see that you would need some training if you want. I can offer some training about the restaurant that will help you know more about the food and wine, the menu, every communication. Okay. As a non-English speaker, I know how you feel about speaking English, and have to speak English all the time.
Yes.
And it's not your first language, and sometimes you will have to step back, and this is exactly what happened here. You adequate listening and communication skill, but sometimes you still need to explain things.
Yes.
That's completely fine. You just need more time and experience with other speaking. I have heard some stuff that they pair with you, they partner, right? Your partner or whoever partner with you often say that you have creativity in teamwork.
Oh, yes.
In teamwork, and you often find some different way to do things quicker and more efficient when you are paired up.
Yes.
What do you comment about that? What's your comment?
I've been working here 6 months now, and I always happy to help other staff, and even with a new co-worker. And with my pair, I always suggest when we clear the table, we focus on the clear on one table first, and then to the next table. So yeah,
Would
we
be
found
more
it.
efficient.
Yeah, it's done quicker. And
That's actually pretty good. I would suggest that for next shift as well. So during busy hours, how do you do things?
to be honest, under the pressure, I always cut off the service step to done the thing quicker. And I think sometimes I didn't maintain the service standard.
I noticed that sometimes during service you focus too much on the sequence of service. You often ignore the guest request, and sometimes it just leads to unsatisfied customer. You need to learn to explain to the guest while during plating and the priority of your service. What is your priority during service? So when you plate the guest, and they order something, they order a drink, you have to tell them, please wait a second, do all your responsibility first, and then come back, take order, do that order immediately, so you don't forget. In this form that sometimes you wear all uniform and the links just stick on the uniform material.
Yes.
That's not your fault, that's our fault. So, but you have proven yourself to be excellent in grooming and neatly neat uniform. You sometimes you cannot take order in 10 minutes because the guest asks too much about dietaries and you have to explain to them. In my perspective, that is not a big problem, as I can see that you provide standard service, you have good attitude, and you always try to take order as quick as possible. And to me, 10 minutes is the mark. More than 10 minutes is fine, as long as you make all the guests happy. I'm happy with that. So I've noticed that you understand, you're adequate to deal with the problems, but often need helps.
Yes.
That is because you're not entirely authorized to do things that out of your reach.
Yes.
That is fine, completely fine. And what are your comments about that? What are your comments about the problems? If you have problems and you cannot deal with it?
It was once when I serving the meal for a customer, and she's complained that the meal is a bit cold than normal, and I told the supervisor about that problem, and they didn't they forget to deal with that customer because it was during the busy hours.
Yeah, so I suggest that if next time you face some problems that out of your reach, you should see the closest supervisor or manager to not ask them what to do, ask them permission to do it. Because we need someone like you to take initiative if something went wrong. Because supervisor is not always going to be. So according to the form, you attend on schedule, on time.
Yes.
But sometimes the shifts change on QoS, and they didn't announce you on the phone, so you often didn't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. Yes.
I would note that. I would take a note of that on my laptop, so I can take that back to the IT. Overall, I think you are adequate to perform your job, but you still require some assistance in the future, as well as you need training to balance to achieve that goals. So the goals I'm setting up for you would be more active in speaking and listening. So pay more attention during this time. Pay attention here is to the customer, and try taking initiative in work as well as facing the problem. Do you agree with the goals I set for you?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. So further training I would offer you, I would suggest is wine training. It would be a formal on the job. You need to show up 30 minutes before work, and during that 30 minutes you get paid as well. But during that 30 minutes someone will be there and show you all the wines, how it tastes, what is the characteristic, basically everything. And higher service, I'll give you higher service training as well, because you said that you're pretty new to the restaurant.
Yes.
And I would definitely put you on a job and a coaching partner for you to look to be more active and know everything about the restaurant starting next week. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
So, we start with a few Q&A.
Oh yeah, awesome.
So, what do you enjoy the most about working in your present position?
In my current position, I enjoy the sense of responsibility in work and also in life as well. Um, I enjoy I enjoy working with all my friends. All my coworkers are my friends, so I enjoy working with them as they also help me a lot.
Good. So, what are your personal objectives over the next 12 months?
Um, to increase my working skill and strive to be more than just an F&B attendant.
Do you have any long-term career objective?
Probably will build a business of my own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, do you have any idea about the business are you going to build?
Yeah. Originally it was going to be a restaurant, but um, time passed, so I've changed. I have more ideas now. Mostly is a venue. So basically, same as function.
That's awesome. So we started with job knowledge. So I know you have been working here for 6 months now, and yeah, we expect you to know everything about the job, your responsibility. So is there anything you wanna add?
I completely agree with you. I always trying to know more about beyond my position.
So I know and heard from other manager you have a very good verbal and non-verbal skill to upselling the business product. And I know you are not a native English, so and I've been talking with you once or twice. Yeah, and I'm agree that you have a good communication skill as long as everyone understands you, and that's fine. So I know you helping others worker when needed, but sometimes I see you focus too much on assisting them. So do you think that is might distract you on your
From
own?
my own responsibility. Yeah, I think the problem is I often can't say no to people when they ask, and even though I have busy table, big table, when they ask me to help them, I would definitely help them, and without questions and hesitation. So I think that's one of my problem. I try to do more focus about my own table rather than helping
You
others.
always keep proactivity and keep helping others staff during the busy time, and especially you still maintain the professionalism. So how did you do it?
Because of in the past experience, and also I think one part of gaming gaming career I've been in the past, I've learned the ability to be calm in situation, and I often keeping myself orientated even if it's hectic.
Okay, Raf. So I know you frequently to be adjust the uniform, and you sometimes you often to wear the name badge. So how come? Just tell me.
I think it's part of my trouble keeping my work-life balance, and which makes me come rushing to work, get the uniform, just put it on immediately, just don't care how it looks, and go up to on time for the shift. I think that's why I get told off a lot about my uniform, because I was not grooming properly.
Okay, so we give you your own uniform, and you responsible to keep it always look neat, and we give you the name badge as well. So next time, make sure you iron your uniform before go to work. So Ralph, I know you always take initiate action with a little guidance. So sometimes the supervisor or the team leader is not there to tell you what to do. So we need someone like you to stand out there to take the initiative.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
it's good on you. Always, you have a good communication skill to build and maintain the relationship with the customer, and you understand and anticipate with the customer needs. So, are there anything you want to add?
Yeah, recently I've been giving 3 to 4 tables most of the night, and although I enjoy the challenge, I somehow find it a little bit difficult for me to build a relationship with a customer when I have 3 to 4 tables.
But that's good. That give us the feedback. We just give you 3 or 4 tables to see, to just want to challenge you to see how you deal with that. Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
we will take
I
it.
know
You occasionally late and upset without the notice to the manager.
Yep.
So any problem that you
Yeah, I think it's part of a culture thing, because I was so used to Vietnam being not punctual, and time is just a concept of fun. So we don't take it seriously. But however, I've been to Australia for a while now, so I know how it is important for them to be on time. So I would try my best to show up to work on time, 15 minutes prior. If I absent or sick, I would definitely notify you.
I know you living quite close to our property, so if there any urgent, if you think you will be late, or maybe 5 minutes, so I encourage you to call up to our office to say that you'll be late.
Okay.
Otherwise, if staff see you. If you do it many times and other staff
We take it as a sample.
will take it
Yeah.
as a sample.
Right. Yeah.
So I suggest you to be arrive work 15 minutes early before the shift start.
Yeah.
So you have time to prepare yourself with a neat and tidy uniform before the. Now
Yeah.
I set you some goals for you to be better in the future. The first one, you will be at work 15 minutes early before the shift start.
Yeah. Okay.
And the second one is a leader trial shift to train you to be a leader.
Awesome. Thank you.
And we also will give you some training to develop and improve your skills. So here is some training that help you achieve your goal.
Thanks. Okay.
So the first one is, so with the training, we will give you management training to give you achieve your goal in the future. So it will be the formal training and start next month.
Okay.
So any comment that you wanna add to the interview?
No, I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
Thanks. Achieve
Good,
your
good.
help. Yeah.
Okay. So I will give you some training to. So I will give you some training. Đu, nhìn mặt ông buồn cười lắm.